Efficiency.
Yo, 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 this is Wade with Efficiency, episode number 10. Congratulations if you've made it this far. Quick topic we'll talk about today is being proactive. Now, nobody has a crystal ball. I don't care if you're in business, the stock market, entrepreneur, sales, if you're an athlete, everyday person, whatever that looks like for you, being proactive. Now, let me define what that is based on the way I'm looking at this. So being proactive, again, we don't know the future, but if we can write down our goals and be proactive with them, knowing that things could change, just like football, hey, we picked the perfect play. We see something in the field, we're going to call an audible. Being proactive means we're looking for, just like Steve Jobs would say, every meeting he'd go in there and say, all right, that's a great idea, but how can we make it better? How can we be proactive and almost anticipate things being able to change? If we get married to an idea, married to a specific strategy, and something changes and we're not adaptable, there's a quote out there that talks about flexibility. Flexibility is the ability to move with pressure. I think of strength, adaptable strength, just like a palm tree in a hurricane. Palm trees, a regular tree, if we're in California, redwood, hurricane hits there, that thing's snapping, right? That thing's going down. But Florida, we've got these palm trees that they're just going with the flow. They're strong. They're not going anywhere. Their roots are not changing, but they're flexible. They're adaptable. They're able to move with the wind. They're able to move with the storm. So being proactive, if I'm, whatever I do, whatever you do, look into your life. How does this apply to me? Ask yourself this question. If it's Sunday night, I'm planning out my week. How can I be proactive? What obstacles might I encounter this week? How can I overcome them? Once Efficiency book is released, the book that I'm writing, once it's released, we're going to talk about a specific formula of how to do this. But being able to be proactive, be solution-oriented. A lot of these people these days, they're looking for problems. They go through a drive-through, whatever it is, and, oh, nope, that was crappy service. That sucks. All right, well, a solution-based person says, I see there's a hiccup here, but I'm looking to fix this. Maybe I could actually, and this is the beauty of America, again, is you can go out there and come up with a solution and get paid for it. So if you're solution-oriented, you're going to fix problems. Problems will always exist, but the ones that are successful overcome those problems. They come up with a solution for that. So that's the whole point of Efficiency book. The book on efficiency is being able to simplify life and be effective. And so we're going to talk about those strategies of how to be a problem solver, being able to add value to the marketplace and get paid for it. A lot of people want money. Well, why do they want money? They want to do what they want, where they want, when they want, and with who they want. So the first step in being there is being proactive. Write down your goals, write down your dreams, write a game plan of how to get there, but also be proactive, be flexible, anticipate issues coming up. That way you're never caught off guard. Quote that stands out to me is, people don't rise to the occasion. They fall back on their training. How are you training your mind? How are you training yourself to deal with these problems? If you're in traffic, there's a lot of ways that we just, it's a reaction. We're going to react to, the car stopping in front of us really quick. That kid that just kicked a soccer ball across the street and they're chasing after it. You can't necessarily plan for that, but you also can't be ignorant or blind to the fact that, there might be hiccups. And if you start looking at life that way, anticipating, hey, there's going to be 10 crappy situations in my life today. Well, shoot, if something goes wrong and you end up having a good day, there's only 9 crappy situations, 9 roadblocks, 9 challenges rather than 10. That just added perspective that, today really wasn't that bad of a day. But the other flip side is looking at it of, oh, maybe I had 12 challenges I encountered today, and I was able to overcome 8 of them. All right, well, that gives me motivation to be solution-oriented and find a way, just like Rich Dad, Poor Dad author Robert Kiyosaki talks about. Our minds shut off as soon as we say, I can't afford that. But as soon as we ask ourselves, how can I afford that? Our brains turn on. We're solution-oriented, and we figure out a way to get there. And sometimes that's writing down a game plan. Sometimes that's talking with a trusted friend. Sometimes that's just going for a drive. However your creative genius works, find that. Capitalize on your strengths. I believe everybody out there has strengths, and we're all able to utilize those in different ways. Learn from somebody else. I think everybody in the world has something to offer to us, something to teach us, something of value that they are going to share for free. Now, what that value is, that's for you to determine. For me, my goal is to grow every single day. How do I grow? I learn something new. How do I help others grow? My other passion is helping others grow. That's why I started this efficiency brand and wanting to help people become more efficient in their lives, simplifying and being effective wherever they're at, learning to be solution oriented and being a problem solver. Again, the world already has too many complainers. We've got enough negativity where, most people don't like associating with that. But a lot of people are those, hey, life's free and easy. The reason for that is because I'm proactive. I'm able to anticipate, solve a problem before it becomes a catastrophe. So being able to have that mindset, that's how I want to coach you. If you think you can benefit from becoming more mentally tough, being able to be flexible to stress, being able to be energized by negativity, by crappy situations, overcoming it. We talk about this a lot with athletes, being mentally tough. We're in the game-winning play, say it's baseball, bases loaded here. If I'm a pitcher and 1 run scores, we lose the game. If I'm a pitcher and I strike out this next batter, we go on and my team's going to win after that. Having that mindset, stealing this from Simon Sinek, he talks about, well, what's the difference between anxiety and excitement? Both have physiological, our body response is very similar. Accelerated heart rate, we're going to sweat a little bit, we're going to get a little bit of stress, but how we view that stress, there's eustress and distress. Eustress is a good motivating stress that causes us to move in a positive direction. Distress is that anxiety that ends up hurting us or pushing us backwards in a negative direction. Well, how do we determine what kind of stress it is? Well, it's all about viewpoint and perspective. If we're viewing this challenge as an opportunity to grow and we can learn from failure, that's motivation. If it's being able to see, shoot, this isn't a situation that I should be stressed about, it's a situation I should be excited about. Take notice, be mindful. Be mindful of your body and how it's reacting. All right, there's no right or wrong, just efficient and inefficient. So for me, anxiety is very inefficient. But if it's the same exact physiological response as excitement, why not just view it as, hey, I care about this situation that much that I'm excited to be here, that my heart rate's increasing because of that. So it's all about the perspective. We're in control. We have so much more control than we're taught to believe. There's a lot of people out there that think that we don't have much choice, but perspective, how we view life, how we view stress, we've got free will. Let's capitalize on it. Let's use it as a strength rather than a weakness. We can choose to look at something, accelerated heart rate, sweaty palms, as excitement rather than anxiety, just by being conscious of that. So being proactive, being in control of your mind, being that game winner, being that pitcher that says, I'm not nervous. If I walk this guy, the game's over. If this guy gets a hit, the game's over. But if I strike him out, we win. I'm excited. I'm not nervous. I'm excited. So it's the same response. Whether we're tricking ourselves, convincing ourselves, however you want to frame that, you're in control. You're in control of your destiny. This is Wade with Efficiency. Go to efficiencybook.com. Check us out. This is what I do. I coach people to be mentally tough. I coach people to simplify their lives and have more success, have more time by doing less, being better at everyday life. Whatever your goals are, let's maximize them. Let's get you there. So partner here. I want to be a mirror in your life, help you find the solution. I want to teach you a successful way to think, a healthy way to think, so you can be successful too. I want to build a culture where it's not just all what we see on the news of negativity, but people succeeding, people having abundance, people getting to be where they want, when they want. So if you like this, give me 5 stars, like it, share it, give it to somebody you think will benefit from this. This is Wade with Efficiency signing off.
Efficiency.